Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. This will be taken very short.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check, lady. Check. Hey. I'm here all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Go. Check. Alert. Check, hot. Check. Fresno. Hey, 50, 59. 5.
Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Monday.
On second down, it's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike 4-2. Coming. Check. 42 for Mike. Check.
3rd and long for Joe Flacco. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Fielded at the 43. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike, set, lady. Mike. Watch the run. 10. Watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
53, check 53. Double right. Hey, hey. I'm here all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Down to lose one. Showing it. Double right. Hey, easy.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Complete. Smith has it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 23 here on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Yellow. Gun.
On second down now, Pollard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I'm coming after you. Gun. To you. I'm coming after you. Check it out, me. Gun.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, Mike 42. Gun. Heavy on the edges. You got tight. You got tight right there. Gun. 42 is the mic.
On third down, it's Pollard. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Tight down. There you go. Easy.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Mecole Hardman with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Gun. Motion. Check. Shift.
On second down, Pollard. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On third down, Pollard, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Mecole Hardman, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season as the Bears push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, Pollard, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
50-50. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now. You 50-50. Switch. General West. Rush in. Hey, Delta. Check. Hey, easy.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Under 10, under 10, 10. Gun. Bud, be ready, be ready.
Here's Pollard again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check safety, check safety. Twist, watch twist, watch twist. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Joker, 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 joker.
On 3rd down, Pollard. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
25, check 25, check 25. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Shoot, shoot. Gun. Watch the motion, watch the motion.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Hey,
And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run with Pollard, and he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Rolling the dice on fourth. Flacco. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
That's it. Get a lady. Get a lady. 53.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
42. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Gun. 42. Mine's 42. Who that? Who that?
Gonna run again here with Pollard. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you. I got Go.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. All day, dog. Check 31. Check.
Easy.
Switch. Let's go. Come on, man. Pick it up.
Stafford now to throw. It's caught. Smith.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey.
What happened?
To throw is Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Pollard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Monday.
Check 26.
Rewind. Hey, exit. No.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Montez Sweat. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Here we go. Monday. Here we go. Lock it. Pretty high.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go. Bang. 61. Matchbox lights.
Check. 42's the mic. Check.
Now on second and 13. Flacco. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Flacco. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. One last gasp for Flacco. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this